Hi everyone, I'm Sonia and I help people take your power back and I'm here with Keri, my bestie and partner in crime over on Patreon with the Untitled Manifestation Show.
Hi,
And
guys.
we thought we'd come over here and hang out with you on YouTube and play our new favorite game.
Yes, we were just playing around because it's a game, because this is a game, and we are the creators. That we wanted to start the game. Do you want a bitch slap or a hug?
Yup, that's our new game. Do you want a bitch slap or a hug?
What do you guys think about this? We're not going to change it because of what you think, but we just want to hear what you think.
Yeah, we want to know what you guys think. It's something that Keri had said to me at one point. I think multiple times you said that to me when we've talked, and I'm just like, you know what? We need to do that on Patreon.
Yeah.
When people
Yeah.
ask us questions, do you want a bitch slap or do you want a hug?
Yeah. So the rule is, as you guys want us to chitter chatter, jibber jabber, if you want us to answer your question, you've got to say before we're going to repeat this instruction because there's only one. We're going to repeat this instruction over and over again for people that come on. But if you have a question for us, you have to say first if you would like a bitch slap or a hug, because we would like your consent, because we will give you what you desire because you're already creating it, so you get to create the way that we respond. So if you want us to answer a question or just jibber jabber with you, tell us first, would you like a bitch slap or a hug? And Liz says she's going to take a bitch slap. So
Okay.
Liz, what is your scenario? What's your scenario? Yara's good with the bitch slap too. We got the bitch slappers going. All right.
I know, right? I'm like, this is my channel, so that may be people are more up for that. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but sometimes you need like that gentle,
sometimes you need a hug.
mothering
Sometimes you just need to
hug.
be reminded. You know what? It's okay. Everything is okay.
Everything's okay, and I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say that. I'm proud of you. We're doing this. I'm proud of you. Don't give up. There's the
You're
hug.
doing
I'm
this.
proud of
You're
you.
doing
Don't give up.
perfectly.
You
I'll tell
know?
you, that's a big one. I always have to keep reminding myself. You're doing it perfectly. It's perfect. Let
Yeah.
that shit go.
Can I have both?
Can I have both?
I guess you could have both.
Sure. Why not?
I don't
Just
know. We
tell us
never
what you
thought of
start with.
that.
You want the hug first or the bitch slap?
That's a good that. Yeah.
I need both.
Right. Yeah. You can have both. You can have whatever you want because you're creating it, and just let us know what you would like first.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell us what your question is, but then how you want us to respond first. So Liz, let us know where you're at, what you want that you want a bitch slap on. My affirmation just came up on my reminders. It says everyone is lucky to have you. I have my reminders show up all day long. It just said everyone is lucky to have you. Just thought I'd share that. I'm just so grateful. I just want to share my gratitude, Sonia. I love you and I love us and I love that we created each other into each other's reality and we manifested each other.
Oh,
I'm
me
grateful.
too.
I'm just literally over the moon.
I am so grateful for you. I
Yeah.
absolutely love you. I'm so grateful that you wanted to go on an adventure of doing the Patreon stuff with me and all of this. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see where it all goes.
Yeah. We're trusting the unfolding. And
Right.
just to all of you, if you watch this or whatever, join our Patreon. It's $13 a month.
Nope.
Once a week we go live in the Patreon. We're just at the beginning, newborn stages of this. It's going to keep growing and morphing into other things as it does. But join our Patreon. I'm sure Sonia will put the link somewhere.
The link should be in the description. I'll check it after.
Yeah.
After
So
the fact, but I
I
believe
think Liz should go first. I keep manifesting more hard work. It's been a pattern of mine for years. You wanted the bitch slap, so Sonia.
Just give it to me, Keri.
I mean, I'll follow up with a bitch slap after that.
You know what the problem is. You have a pattern of
Mm.
everything's hard work. So as long as you're going to continue to tell yourself that you have everything's hard work, guess what everything's going to be? So how can you start looking at things that you got to do as easy? And it could be just reminding yourself, no, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. I don't have to work. I don't have. There's no work to be done.
Um, yes, all of that. And piggybacking on her bitch slap is, what are you getting from believing that you have to work hard? You're getting something from it. So, and there's no need to, I want to talk about guilt. If you go to my TikToks, which is not as anything near what Sonja's is, I'm just doing it for myself. I've been talking a lot about guilt and forgiveness. And like, you're getting something from like believing that you have to work hard. Like, are you getting pity? You're getting something, you're getting attention, you're getting to be the martyr, you're getting something, because we're always getting something, because we would shift to a different reality if we weren't getting something from it. And and we did not know that we have been creating our thoughts, our reality with our thoughts. We have got to forgive ourselves for that which we did not know. You've got to forgive yourself, forgive yourself, forgive yourself, forgive yourself for choosing to believe up till now, because we're just deciding that that's done. I forgive myself for believing that I've had to work hard. That's just, I didn't know that I was creating with my thoughts. Now that I know that I'm creating, I can make a different choice. I could choose again. I could choose to be born again. You can choose a different thing every minute, every second.
And you could also kind of go back and revise it that you've
Oh
never
yeah,
had to
that
work hard.
too.
Everything's always been easy for me. I've never had to work hard for anything. Just
I love it.
and you
Yeah.
were just telling us how you got your 100 on your nursing exam without having to work for it. So that's
Yeah.
bullshit that you've been working hard your whole life for shit.
Right.
Love you both, such beautiful women and powerful manifestors. We love you too, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
We are
You are
so grateful for
awesome.
you.
Okay, let's
All
see.
right. Let's see. I'll take a bitch slap first. I have resistance when I'm affirming for my SP, and then I don't want to affirm because I feel bad.
I get that. As someone who's on her SP journey as well.
For me, the biggest thing when anything like that happens is just reminding myself I have a choice. It's a fucking choice. Am I going to sit here and bitch, whine, moan, and complain? Or am I not going to keep bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining? And I know, when you're like feeling bad that you don't affirm, maybe part of what your SP journey is trying to teach you is that you don't need to affirm as much as you think you do.
Love it. Love
I'm
it.
feeling bad because I'm not affirming. What if you're doing it perfectly and you are trying to come up with things to fix that aren't broken?
That's good. If can I jump in?
Yeah.
Okay. So as someone who's on her own SP journey, um, and I have a smidge of a different take than Sonja, because everything's perfect. Um, is number one, like I remember when I had a lot of anxiety. There's my I remember when technique. I remember when I had a lot of anxiety, which created the resistance. I gave my SP the anxiety. I'm doing manifesting in
Ooh.
steps. So the resistance goes totally, because he's a reflection. So the resistance is, I'm afraid of myself. So I'm giving him what I have. So, oh my gosh, he has so much anxiety because he just misses me so much. I'm giving him what I feel, and it makes the resistance go down substantially. I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm just affirming, like, oh my God, he has so much anxiety. He literally cannot stop thinking about me. He's anxious. His stomach hurts thinking about me. I'm giving him what the does this make sense? Like the resistance goes down. And then I'm piggybacking what I just said about Liz, where I am in my expansion of consciousness as I continue to learn the law of assumption. I'm going to say it again. 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 And it doesn't negate what Sonja just said. It's just a different shift of perspective. It's just a different lens. Is um, somewhere about you feel bad. And there it is. There's the guilt, right? I feel bad. I did something wrong. I feel bad. Now, you did not know you were creating your reality with your thoughts. So much of this work. Now, you could be cold turkey and be flip thoughts and just no, 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 and go to the end and. But like our as someone who's studied A Course in Miracles for a long time, one of the phrases in A Course in Miracles is the ego speaks first. It just, it's the default, and we have got to learn to kill the old story. That's where we are in our becoming, right? Which is happening all in the now. So forgive yourself. I do mirror work. I've been doing mirror work every day for the past few days of like just looking in my left eye. And I did this in my latest TikToks. And I look in my left eye in the mirror and I don't know if I could do this right now. And I'm just like, I forgive you. I forgive you. You didn't know you were creating. And I do a lot of like nervous system regulation. And I'm like, you didn't know, you didn't know. And I like squeeze myself like that. Like, you didn't know, you didn't know. Like, I actually summon my younger selves. Doesn't matter if you want to call it your brain or your ego or your younger selves. And I'm like, you could, and it goes back to the Good Will Hunting moment. If you've seen that movie, I am talking a lot. See, I that scene in Good Will Hunting when you are, the scene where he's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Do y'all remember that scene? Do you remember that scene, Sonja?
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault. Like, do that in your mind. Look in the mirror and be like, it's not your fault. You didn't know. You didn't know what you were creating. And then going to like Jesus, if you subscribe to him in any way, fashion, whether you believe he's an allegory or real, doesn't matter either. But like, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. We didn't know that we had this power. We didn't know that literally we are the creators. Forgive yourself. You didn't know. Now, if you're able to forgive yourself, and that might be a process, and you can like rip the page off, like, sorry, hold on, sorry, and you can be like, rip the page off of I feel guilty right here, like this. You like that, and you're like, I got a brand new page. I got a clean page, clean la tabla rasa, clean page. That's what that means, is blank slate. Then you start. Then you start with the end. Then you start that, and if it comes and creeps back in, I feel bad. Go back to I forgive myself. I didn't know, it's not my fault. And then maybe you need to rip another page off, but like, it's okay. Forgive yourself. It's okay. You didn't know. You've done nothing wrong. You're innocent. You're innocent, innocent, innocent. That's my bitch laugh.
Going into kind of more of a hug,
Yeah.
toward that. When I find myself, and I just feel like I'm hitting my head up against the wall, and it happens. It's just like the resistance will not fucking stop. The thoughts won't stop. This isn't changing. Where, like, what the fuck? Is when I'll take a step back and start looking at it from a different perspective. Okay, maybe it is forgiveness. Maybe it is this. Maybe I just need to change the wording of how I'm looking at it.
Love that.
I'm somehow making this harder than I need it to be. It's all.
Yeah. I'm so hyper conscious about the guilt part.
Yeah.
Because we did not know. We did not know. And you could say blah
You
blah,
accepted all of this through
conspiracy
as
theory. They programmed us. It doesn't even matter. Like, in this moment, in the now, we did not know. We're innocent children. We are the like. I don't know if you're familiar with the creator here, Naya, but she introduced me to the most beautiful. It has like the most beautiful affirmation for me, which is, I am the daughter of the king, or the all, right? The all. I am the daughter of the king. Everyone and everything makes way for me. right? Like how we didn't know, but we belong to something so much bigger. We deserve to be forgiven. We deserve to forgive ourselves for that which we didn't know. And anyway, I'm rambling, but like yeah, I wish I was this ball. I wish I was this. I'm gonna say this. I feel. I wish I'm in awe of you that you can just flip that. I can't. And there's a story. I don't know. The forgiveness part is like so key for me. Like
Yeah.
just I didn't know that
See,
I
and
was
that's
doing
if
this.
that's what works for you, if
Yep.
that's what works for you, then you found what works for you,
Yep.
right?
And it
That's
does.
why I'm so adamant of take what resonates and leave what
Yep.
doesn't. I'm
Yep.
not saying I have all the fucking answers for you, and either is Carrie.
Mm-mm.
All I can do is give
Exactly.
you my perspective. That's all
Exactly.
I can do. This is my perspective. This is what I would be looking at. This is how I would handle this. And this is how
Yep.
Carrie would handle this. And like, there are times where I get stuck where what I usually do does not fucking work for me. And that's where I'm so grateful to have people like Carrie in my life where I can go, what the fuck?
Yep.
And she's like, well, have you looked at it this way? And have you thought about doing this? And it's like, no, let me try it. And then it's like, oh, okay, that's what I needed for this part of my life. And then, you know, it's not about beating yourself up and making yourself wrong. And it's just not, it's the more you can drop that shit, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah, I love that.
It's
And so there's
realizing
even
that,
comparison there. Like there's like a story in there that how you're doing it is somehow better or easier. Easier. So, all right, let me look at this. Because the question is, what is this showing me about me? So, yeah, I definitely can probably admit that I'm running a story that I'm doing it the harder way and you're doing it the easier way, but that needs to
are
just
you?
go.
Is
It's
it
gone.
truly? If it works for you, who fucking cares if it works for any other human being on this planet? I don't give a shit if it works for anybody else. If it works for me, I'm gonna fucking do it because it works for me. And
I
I'm
love
not
that.
gonna judge it. Like I say this quite a bit. One of the things I do for myself is when I have a thought I don't like, I will literally label it as stupid. That was a stupid fucking thought, and I'm not gonna go there anymore. Not as a self-deprecating, like I think I'm stupid. It's just like, no, that was dumb. I don't know where it came from, and I'm not gonna own that as part of me.
I love
And
that.
that works for me. Is that gonna work for everybody? No, because for a lot of people, that's gonna trigger a lot of shit. But it doesn't for me. That's like something that I found that works for me.
I
I'm
love
gonna
that.
run
And
with
that's what
it.
makes that's what I think makes our partnership so amazing is that we are doing the same thing from like different like a just a slightly different angle. It's so beautiful as far as I'm concerned.
I absolutely agree. And for me,
And what we want on the Patreon is for y'all to teach us
to share
because
your
it's this
perspectives
is
of what you guys do and what works for you without like judging it, because there's no judgment to it. It's like that's interesting. I would have never thought of doing it that way, or it wouldn't have worked that way for me because of this, but I can see why that could work for you. That's cool.
yeah, we want to learn from you because, like, we're experiencing in this very moment in the eternal now, many doors, one house. So,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, let's go back to a thing. Let's see.
We're
Bitch,
back
slap,
up
or
to
hug. Where are we going?
love you both, such beautiful women and powerful manifestors. We love you too, Liz. I think I've read that already. We love Sonia and her
Ooh,
friends. Thank
I,
you.
I might mess up her name. So, Aventi. Okay. Bitch,
Well, bitch
slap.
slap. I'm manifesting weight loss, but recently it's been pretty hard because my 3D I'm feel heavy. Seeing my reflection in the mirror also makes me demotivated, and I don't know how to deal with this. Carrie, you're the one to answer that one right there.
I don't know if I
Yes.
can just give you a bitch slap, but I'm going to do my best. Since January 2023, I've lost over 130 pounds. And Sonia and I were just talking that just since I'm not the same, I don't look the same every week. I right she like I see you see me like like every week I'm changing. So what is it that I'm doing, right? I'm loving my body. I'm loving my body. I wake up in the morning and I lay in my bed and I like look at my leg and I'm like remember I started off at 347 pounds. stopped weighing myself because I no longer need that interaction with the 3D, because I know that it doesn't matter what I eat or how much I exercise, I always stay at some this weight in my mind. But for a long time, I needed that as evidence of it going down. But what I really was focusing on was learning to love my body again. Eventi, you did not know that you were creating your reality with your thoughts, and most likely there is a numbing out that's happening with your belief. Like it's probably protection. You didn't feel safe, so then and then you probably the belief that there's genetics involved. There's probably belief that like that sugar, that like trend like that, and like all of the beliefs that we've been taught to believe, that like, you have to exercise this. And I've been challenging those beliefs. I've actually started to exercise less, I eat more, to sort of, because I want that affirmation to harden into fact that I can do whatever I can eat whatever I want, and no matter how much I exercise, I'm always at the same weight. Again, I lost over 130 pounds plus, and I've stopped weighing myself. Um, I really just started loving my body. It's really self-concept. I love you. I love you. I got this tattoo like a year ago. Like, see that like heart hug thing? And I literally wake up in the morning, I'm like, I love you. Remember, I started off at 347 pounds. And my SP journey started at the same time that this journey happened. And I can't even regret my SP journey happening, because he pushed me toward all of this and actually gave me a gift. So, um, was it fun? I remember when it wasn't fun, but now it's really fun. So yeah, really learn to love your body now, and just close your eyes and see. I know. Okay, so like right now, I'm working on. I love my flat stomach. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where I am right now. Okay, just so you can see. So like you can see, I have like whatever. There's a belly there, blah blah there, right? But like I go in my mind and I say, I love my flat stomach and I love my toned arms and everything. And I love that. And I love that. And I love that. And I just, in my mind, I close my eyes and I'm just that. And I look at in my mind, I see myself looking at myself in the mirror in like a tight dress. And I'm like looking really hot and things like that. Right. But it's really a lot of like just forgiveness. I forgive myself. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know that I hated myself. I didn't know that I believed that I had to punish myself. I literally felt like I had to believe that I had to punish myself. And that this weight was a punishment. You didn't deserve to be chosen. You didn't deserve to be loved, and you didn't deserve to be prioritized. And this weight is your way of punishing yourself. So take it. And I would that. But to rewire this, and I don't even know if this is making sense, but like it really is self concept. Love yourself. And again, it's not, you have to see it to believe it. You have to believe it, then you see it.
Yeah,
So you have to
absolutely.
go into your imagination and affirmation, and start seeing whatever it is that you want to see. Just see yourself going into a dressing room and trying a size smaller, picking out the size smaller that you want to be, or whatever, and imagine yourself in the dressing room going like, oh my god, this works. That has been my experience over the past. I went from a size 26, and I'm now, it's size 14 starting to get big on me. I'm moving into a size 12. But like, yeah, this is a size medium. Like I was a 3X over a year ago. Like what the fuck? So yeah, if that makes sense, reach out to me if you want to like just accountability or whatever. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, the biggest when it comes to appearance, weight, all that stuff, because I beat myself up for fucking ever about it. It is I love the way I look. I love my body now, no, regardless of what you're seeing in the mirror. And
Yeah,
if you have to stop looking in the mirror, then don't look in the mirror. But when you look in the mirror, you have to tell yourself how fucking amazing you look.
yeah,
And I've had the same experience of I'm not doing a lot more exercise or eating changing my diet, but people keep telling me how I'm losing weight, and I'm like, yeah, of course I am, because that's what I'm focused on. Looking back through your diet journey, I had to look back at like when I was at my thinnest and why the weight came back and up and down with my weight. And it's like because it was always my mindset. I never changed my mindset to the I am beautiful and skinny. That has never been my belief. So I went up and down in weight and it never fucking changed. So until you're gonna change the inside, even if you lose the weight, you are not gonna have the experience that you want because you're still telling yourself the crap on the inside. And that's coming from
And
experience.
here's the secret is you don't have to exercise or watch what you're eating. That's the programming. You
Yep.
don't have to. You
Yep.
don't have to exercise or watch what you're eating. You have to get so hardened into fact that I can eat whatever I want and with whether or not I lose weight. And then you've got like if you it's can parallel is you don't have to work at all. Money.
I always think of Abdullah when it comes to food and how Neville tells that story. If you've never heard the story of Neville talking about Abdullah eating, you need to go find it on YouTube. But he talks about, he's like, this man, oh my God, he drank. He'd do like these huge shots before dinner and then he'd eat all this food and then he'd eat dessert and he'd be drinking during the meal and he'd do all. And Neville went to him and was like, how in the fuck do you look like an Olympic athlete? He was like in his 80s or something. And he's just like, how in the hell do you do this? And
Yes.
Abdullah's like, I'm God.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Florence Scovel Shin, right? I want to read about yes. Yes. Yep. 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 Yep.
Thank you, Keri. Genuinely, this resonates with me so much.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Thank you for
Okay. It
anything
says
amazing. You're welcome.
from hold on. I got someone at the door. I just need 1 second. I'm sorry.
All right. You are welcome. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you. Yeah, of course. And I will. I'll just
it's
text you when I'm on my way.
um
Awesome. Thank you. I'm excited for them.
changing the way that you view yourself, the way that you view food, the way that you view exercise, the way that you view health.
Sorry.
You don't
My
have to
son's
believe
having a
3D
play date
facts.
this afternoon.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. Liz just said, yes, you don't have to believe 3D facts. I was told I was diabetic 3 years ago and said, nope, I'm not a diabetic. I love that. I love that.
Yep. Yep. Okay. So Florence Scovel Shin, this is from the Game of Life and How to Play It. And I start noticing it says death and eternal life. I just make notes because I'm a nerd. And I love that. It says this is 1921, 1925, 1928. And again, with you writing a book, it's only this big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just saying.
But
It
that
says,
book is I highly recommend that.
yeah, I
Game
do
of Life
too.
and How to
And
Play It.
having all of them, the whole thing.
Mhm.
It says this is 1921, you guys. It says, and the thing is the law of karma and the law of forgiveness. It says we know now from a scientific standpoint, 1921. We know now from a scientific standpoint that death could be overcome by stamping the subconscious with the conviction of eternal life. Excuse me, eternal youth and eternal life. Working under the direction of the superconscious, the Christ or God within man, the resurrection of the body would be accomplished. Men would no longer throw off his body in death, it would be transformed. It doesn't matter. You can say that you're going to live until X and then that's what you're going to experience. Same thing with your body's metabolism or the body's systems or whatever. It's just we did not know that our thoughts create. So, of course, we believe this. Forgive yourself for that which you did not know
Right?
and rip a page off, start over and then go to the end.
Yep.
For me, I'm always 195 pounds no matter how much I eat or how much I exercise. And I exercise every day or almost every day because it's fun and I love it and I feel sexier, and it just perpetuates the belief that I'm hot, whatever, all the things. Does that make sense?
Hmm. With exercise and stuff, I completely agree. I almost broke me in the past exercising to lose weight till I started doing it because I liked it for meaning you you
Right.
liked it, not meaning you have to. My
Right.
body just shifted.
And
Yeah.
your body just shifted, right? You don't have to. You don't do more things moving your body for fun. Go for a
Yep.
bike ride. Tell your mind that you lose twice or three times as more calories just going for a leisurely bike ride as you would doing whatever.
Yep.
I'm personally running the affirmation, which isn't, it's just done. I'm running the affirmation that I'm an athlete. So I just joined a fancy gym and I'm doing sprint training because I'm an athlete, not because I have to, because
You know
this is
something that
fun.
was kind of mind blowing to me and made me look at food completely differently is, do you know the science behind calories and like why
I
we
don't. Tell me.
so the calories, how we determine what food is going to make us fat and what food isn't, right? So that's the whole thing, right? This concept was discovered in the 1800s by somebody who went, the rate at which we burn food to ash with fire is how fast our metabolism and how our metabolism breaks it down. That's not at all how anything fucking works. So calories are absolute bullshit.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
Yeah,
Then
I was
again,
like,
everything is nuts, to be honest with you, right?
right? It's like
Everything
we
we've been taught
function
to believe is
perfectly.
nuts.
It's like, oh my god. So then,
I know.
but it's still real in there. You know, food has calories, and calories make you fat. No, it doesn't. The only reason that's been true in my life is because I've told myself that that's how shit works,
Yep.
and it's always worked. When I've counted the calories, what happened, and then I reached a point where it would stop. But guess what? My mindset never changed, and it was a perfect reflection of what was happening every fucking time, every
Yep.
single time.
Yep. And an awareness that I've had recently that might parallel or might be helpful is the understanding in the eternal now. You already are skinny. Now, if and I know that if I don't know where we are in our awareness of our understanding of the law of assumption, if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and there's no judgment because I didn't even know about the law of assumption a year ago with regards to the languaging and stuff. But oh my god, I'm losing my track of thought. Shit, does that happen to you? Does that happen to you that you lose your track of
Yes,
thought?
it'll come back if it needs to. Uh-oh.
It totally went
Oh
away.
goodness.
I'm sorry. Let's
You're
see. Let's
good.
ask some more questions.
I'm probably gonna have to jump off of here in a
Okay,
minute
that's
because I
totally fine.
think
I
I'm
probably do too. What
actually gonna
time
have
is it?
to. It's 1 year time.
Okay, yeah, I do too.
Let's just say yes. I'm getting the reward of more hard work, even though my hard work is always profiting me. But I will try revision. That sounds good. Yes, I can do it. Yes, you can do it.
Yara, I know we have to jump off. I just want to say one small thing really quickly. It says, I saw your comment. It says it worked for me in the past, and then I started to listen to other people. Big mistake. Something that I'm learning on my SP journey. I talked to another teacher last week, and she just said about my SP journey, and she said, just she's like, it doesn't matter what other people think, but because I'm still reflecting that it does, just start affirming. Again, this is with SP. Just start affirming. Everybody already knows you're married. Everybody already knows you're married. Everybody already knows you're married. So start affirming everybody already sees you as skinny, or everybody already sees you with him. Everybody already. Start everybody already. There's general, then start affirming that, and then that will reflect out. Does that make sense? Just saying. That's something new to me, and I've been sort of playing with that.
I've lost so much weight by just affirming and changing nothing else.
Yeah.
I truly believe it, and I'll tell you, I when I first started doing this shit, I was like, yeah, fucking right. Same thing
Yep.
with money. It's like, yeah, right. I can just have money without working for it. But it's like, yeah, no, that's absolutely it's it's absolutely fucking possible. It just truly is. This is how I've always viewed the world, and that's always been my experience.
Yeah. Anyway, it sounds like you gotta go, girlfriend.
I do gotta go. My dogs are they're awake and they are ready.
All
So
right. You guys, we're gonna do this next Thursday, Liz. Right? We're doing this next Thursday, so we're just gonna meet. We'll talk about it, but we're gonna
yeah,
do this again next week.
we'll talk about it. We'll do it either if we don't do it Thursday, we will do it some other day next week. Yeah, so
I
look
think we're
out
gonna start
for
doing this on a weekly basis, but let's chitter chatter about it.
yeah.
You
We'll be
guys have
on
a
here
good
more
day.
together and I'll be on here at some point too. But yeah, definitely we're gonna start doing this more. If you want to come hang out with us on Patreon and get to come hang out on Google Meet with us, the information is in the description. We would love to see you there. It's a ton of fun. And yeah, I think that's like we said, we're going live. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight or Standard Time, 12 p.m. in the US on Thursday mornings is when we usually go live on Patreon with the Google Meet and hang out. And we're going to start being more on here. And yeah,
All right.
we'll see you guys soon. Bye,
See
Liz.
ya.
See you next week. Love you
Bye.
guys. Love and light.